I don't even think it's been anywhere near recent that I've done live. So let me read what this is saying now. Okay. Nice. I'm gonna have to get used to this, y'all. Um, Nobody's in here yet, so I'm going to give it a second. I did not give any awareness that I was going to do a live, so I'm pretty sure that's another reason. But I wanted to do this live and also do it in a way of it's going to be an actual video. Um, I should have done this horizontal. Can I switch this now that I've already done this? I don't know. We're just gonna leave it as it is. We're just gonna leave it as it is for now. Oh, 333. So I look dry, but that's neither here nor there. This live is gonna be really short. I really wanted to just tap on whether anybody popped on or didn't hop on. I just wanted to kind of put myself in the position to like get used to doing lives because I want to do them more frequently. So whether anybody's in here or not in here, I'm going to go ahead and start to wrap in and kind of do it more like a video because I'm going to be doing a video. Um, and I want to just get back used to it. So I feel really awkward right now because, yeah, I clearly haven't done this in a while. So anyway, I'll just start with my notes because I did keep some notes so that I don't get off track and start rambling a lot. Although like I said, I'm getting back used to this. So eventually I will be fine with rambling, especially if I feel like I'm talking to people. But this live is going to be short and sweet and then going to be posted later on as a video because this is going to be a live update on my health, on me, on surgery, on my channel and what to expect from my channel and just kind of moving forward. I hate videos, update videos, or I'm back videos because, you know, things happen and a lot of us here in the influencer world do this a lot, and you know, we take breaks, and I'm finding my way to being okay with that. With that being said, since I'm doing this as a video, for some reason I feel kind of rushed, like I need to get to the point. That's another thing I need to get used to as well. Is people have short attention spans now more than ever. So a lot of times when I want to just do a video and just kind of, you know, ramble, it almost as if it's like taboo or like the wrong thing to do, talking too much ahead, you know, in the beginning of the video. So let me get straight to it. Hey Royals, it's your girl Liz, aka Royal Beauty. This video is going to be a live update, kind of giving everybody an update on what's going on with me, like I said. Yeah, so if you are a loyal Royal and you've been here, you've been down with the fam, thank you for sticking around, holding it down here. If you are new, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hopefully you get some insight on who I am a little bit right now and then decide to stick around for the ride. So a little bit about me if you guys are new to this space. I am a mom, I am a wife. I have been doing content creation. I know before we ever called it that, like before it was just vlogging and it was just doing what we love to do, sharing my family. I always love to do video and capture moments and make memories and share the memories if I saw the space to do so. But I always was capturing moments from when I was a kid. So when YouTube came about, and I'm about to tell my age, in what, 2006, 2007 is when I started really like, you know, tapping into social media. And then before you know it, it was YouTube. And I've always just been sharing my family as they've been growing. I'm a mom of two. I have a son and I have a daughter. They are grown now, but when they were littler, I called them the Little Royals because I went by Royal Beauty and everything about my channel was royal. Everything about me, I considered royal. And because I was in the beauty industry as well, doing hair and makeup, it just fit. So a lot of my channel over the years has been a lot of beauty content, a lot of skincare content, a lot of lifestyle content, a lot of sharing my family and what we're doing in vlogs and things like that. And over the years, it's been fun and I still want to do that. But I did get somewhere along the way a little tired of doing the same kind of content. Not because I got tired of doing it. It was more so sharing it. And so I've taken multiple hiatuses, but one of the biggest hiatus that I ever took was when I started kind of feeling just tired in general, tired and sick. And I was not telling everybody about that because, just keeping that to myself, but partially because I wasn't really aware of what was actually going on and why. I chalked it up to like age, and possibly I was, just, yeah, age, just getting tired. I was overwhelmed. I was trying to work a full time, and I was also doing all the consecration and being a mom and being a wife. I was doing a lot of things, and I was running businesses as well. So I had like two or three things going on my in my business front, and it was a lot. And I thought maybe I had burnt myself out, which I probably did as well. But not knowing that underneath all of that was festering something that I learned this year because it got out of hand, and that was that I had fibroids. And I've had them for some time, but not only that, my doctors were suspecting endometriosis because I was in a lot of pain and I consistently had this pain for so long. My periods were horrible, and just in a nutshell, I'm just giving you that because it says a lot to why I was feeling the way I was feeling, why things have gotten progressively worse this past year, and I had to have surgery. And I went and had a myomectomy. They also went in to look for endometriosis, but they didn't find endometriosis. They ended up finding something else. So I had a full-blown infection from a past surgery from years ago, and they call it Fitzhugh-Curtis. I'm saying it correctly. I looked this up and I can't find nothing about it. Well, I can find stuff about it, but I don't see anybody talking about this. So I will be talking about that in the future on my channel because I want to make people aware of it if you don't know what it is. And because it was very endometriosis like, it's really important to know about these things. Yeah, just all of it's important. And I feel like I've learned so much in the past couple of months about my health, about health in general, about how unheard and unsafe the medical industry can be if we're not equipped with the knowledge and the things that we need to know. Or even the resources or just people around that really care. And I've gone through a lot this past year, but really the past 6, 7 years, because I've been complaining and talking about all the things that have been going on with me and was getting gaslit. And so a lot of frustration there, my health is deteriorating, me gaining a lot of weight, me having to deal with like brain fog and being tired and fatigued and not being able to do the things that I normally love doing altogether, not showing up places, not wanting to be around people. And it almost is kind of like it created some sort of depression. It was like I wasn't myself. And so that made me feel not myself. And it was clearly a hormonal thing, a hormonal imbalance thing. The pain causes a lot of that stress and frustration as well, because who wants to be in pain all the time? It makes you miserable. Having to cancel and not go hang out with your friends and things like that is not fair. It makes you also miserable. And sad because you don't want to have to keep telling people you're not going to make it to things when people invite you to things, but you are legit, you don't have any other excuse or reason other than you don't feel good. So yeah, I've had to deal with that for quite long. And I've finally gotten some relief this year. I've finally gotten some answers this year, thanks to an amazing doctor, Dr. Howell. I will put his information out there when I do an official video on all of that because I've been documenting the entire thing. Now, if you're still here, if you're still here, I appreciate you because no matter how much I want to try to adapt to this new age of, getting right to the point. Sometimes it's okay to kind of just talk because I want to be able to just communicate with people in this way, in this fashion, because I know that it's also still valuable. It's also still needed, and I know what it feels like to be rushed through things. Clearly in the medical field, in any situation, when somebody's trying to just talk and explain or hear, it's just not, it's not a good look. So I'm going to stay true to who I am in this space, and I'm gonna do my rambling here and there. I'm gonna do my very best to get to the point when it's a video that's informative and it's meant to, educate or, tutorial type videos. But in this case, we're chit-chatting and we're talking about me. So I'm gonna take my time. Okay, so if you're still here though, I am gonna go to the notes now. I just wanted to give you a nice brief introduction. So as you know, I've been doing content for a long time. I took a break. I am now back and ready to hit the ground running. So I want to give more information about just where my channel is going to go now though, because I have pivoted quite a bit and I do have a lot of new kind of content that will be put out now. And I want to kind of help my audience, my previous audience, um, get more of a transition into that space. It's not going to change drastically, but as you know, I was doing more hair and makeup videos, and that might change here and there. It might be a mood thing. It might be, now that I'm getting my energy back, I might have more bandwidth for that and more time for that and more desire to do that. But as you can see, right now I'm doing the natural hairstyle thing. I got my mini twist in, and I'm not really wearing a wig, which my audience is very used to, me constantly switching out the wigs. I plan on bringing them back. I plan on doing them, but the consistency of them and the constant or the expectation of them to be constant is not yet back yet. Like, I'm working up to that enthusiasm. We will see. But I want people to be a little bit more open to what else I have to bring and what else I might be showing up with and what other kind of content. And I would love feedback. If for whatever reason, hold on, I want to hang this up. I'm getting all kinds of spam calls and I don't want it to cut out my live. All right, I'm getting all kinds of spam calls today, so forgive me, but hopefully it doesn't cut out my live or the audio. All right, so I was saying, don't know what I was saying. Let's get back to the notes because I do want to make this a short and sweet live, like I said. So, I've already told you guys a brief update and a little casual catch up. Okay, so I'm announcing my weekly live commitment. This is something new that I'm going to start doing and kind of just maybe flow into the week with an update. I am heavy on affirmation. I'm heavy on meditation and journaling. It's a pivot that I would like to share here on this space. I'm still, oh, that's what I was saying. I wanted to get feedback as I'm sharing things. I would love to open the floor for feedback, for comments. If you're watching this video right now and you're like, you like something about what I'm saying and you don't like something about what I'm saying, I want to know why in the most polite way as possible. Please keep it nice and sweet because that's just the space in the community that I like to build here. But I would love the feedback and to understand what people like and don't like and want to see. And so I'm opening up that space for that. So please keep that coming. Let's see. That's right. Weekly, I'm going to be sharing that I'm going to be challenging myself to do weekly lives. I don't know yet what they're going to be talking about. I'm just going to try to make sure I get on live and talk to y'all. So I will prepare that the day before, the night before, an hour before, but I will be on live and talking to you guys. Let's see. Channel update. What's coming next? What's coming next? A few things that I'm going to be working on are coming up. Let's see. Oh, the fact that I've been going through surgery is definitely coming up. So I have a bunch of videos. I've been documenting the entire process. I just have not gotten to edit all of that. So I want to be honest that some of these videos obviously are in the past. So I don't want people to be confused when they see the videos and then they also see other videos. So I'm working on how to put these videos out. So I'm really open to suggestions. If you have any suggestions of any kind on how to do this, I'm doing my own research and studying. It's like I'm studying and learning YouTube all over again, but I'm deciding on whether or not I should do a series, which that way, if you want to know more about my myomectomy, about, the fibroids, the disease that I had, the infection, all that is in one place. And then that way I will do a playlist obviously, but it's, as I'm posting, I feel like that's also, I don't want that to be confusing because I might finish editing this video today and then post it, or I might have and then I haven't posted all of those videos yet, but I have this vlog from when we went on vacation and I want to post that. And so I'm in the space of like, do I go all the way back right now and start editing from like 2019, those vlogs? Like, I want those to go out because they're legit fire content. I look different, the kids look different, they're younger, obviously, but I don't want to waste any of that content. Like, I took that content, I vlogged for a reason, I spent time and energy, I've kept them in the vault. Do you really get rid of content that you still have sitting there just because it's older? Or should I edit it and post it? I've had this question put out before and people have answered, just post it. But it's different how it's received. Like, a lot of times I'm hoping for like the same people who said post it anyway to give that feedback and come back and like love on it and share it and comment on it. And sometimes I don't get that, and that will be discouraging. But I'm working on not being discouraged by that. I'm working on whatever happens, post it and keep it pushing. So I don't know. I'm thinking though, just to make sure there's no confusion, that I have something in the title that kind of lets it know that this is a series of older vlogs that are throwback. So maybe even doing it on Thursday and a Friday. That way it's like a Thursday throwback vlog or a Friday flashback vlog, something like that. So I'm really thinking of that. I'm doing my research there, but please, please, by all means, if you see this comment, if you're still here, comment, let me know what you think I should do. Should I do throwback vlogs and have a series just separate so that every Thursday, you know, this is a vlog that's from like a couple years ago where I took a bunch of content, I videotaped it, I kept the memory for our family, for ourselves, and now I want to edit it and put it out there as I'm practicing and getting back into the space of doing the thing, right? So yeah, I would love y'all's help with that, big time, big time. But that's coming up. So I have my myomectomy, the surgery, the day of surgery, a full week after surgery, a couple days after surgery, my post-op appointment, I have that, and the update about the surgery. I even have some behind the scenes where a doctor's talking to me, so you guys get to see that and hear what he's talking about during that time. Weeks leading up, I had a whole ordeal. My surgery was canceled once by a different doctor, so that's a whole ordeal as well. So I'll be sharing that and sharing what happened with it. I will do my best to go in sequence, you know what I'm talking, go in sequence with finding out that I have fibroids and all the way trickling down to the myomectomy, because I want to keep that in the right fashion and form as people are seeing it, and I will keep that all in a series. But yeah, like I said, suggestions here and there if you guys will, but that's coming. So you guys will get the full breakdown of everything that's been going on with me there, because it's very near and dear to my heart, and I really want people to understand all kinds of perspectives. And from all the videos that I saw, everybody was in different walks of life, going through different situations. Their pain is different, it looks different, it shows up different. Some people listened right away, some people didn't listen at all. Some people had it for the longest time, some people just found out and they were like, get these things out of me. Like, so I feel like everybody's voice is valuable and needs to be heard. So I'm just going to share my perspective. I feel like it's important for me to put that out there. I have a teenage daughter, so she also is going to go through her periods, and I want her to be aware of all the things and the signs and the stuff to look for, and to be heard if she goes into the doctor's office and says she's having a pain. So I think in that way for not just my daughter, but for all of our daughters and us, the moms, the aunts, the sisters. You know, it doesn't matter what age you are, like, you should be able to advocate for yourself. So I'm going to be heavy on that type of content, and figuring out exactly where to put that. Also, I will be back doing wigs, of course. I have a bunch of wigs that I've collected over the years that I just didn't get to review or share with you guys. It may be a little faux pas to bring back these older wigs that I've already worn, and I'm not doing a full unboxing, but neither here nor there. You guys either want wigs or you don't. If anything, I am going to be refreshing some of these wigs. I'm going to be styling some of these wigs. I even have some videos already prepared and recorded of these wigs, and I just never posted it because I didn't have the time or the energy to edit. I hate saying that I didn't have the time anymore, but it's honestly, truly, that is legit. I was back working a full time, and it just, with the energy that I had, it was seriously only for the job. Like, I could just do work, and that's all I could think of well, I was always thinking of here. I was always thinking of my passion projects. I was always thinking of being, on YouTube or on Clubhouse or wherever, just sharing and talking to people and holding space for people. I was always thinking of that. However, I had to do what I had to do in that space. Our family got hit with a bunch of random things at once, and that's just where I had to be for that time. And this is being fully honest. And I was disappointed in myself. I was disappointed in life. I was just disappointed because that's not where I wanted to be. And I've always felt some type of way about that. But I finally brought myself to this space of believing and trusting and knowing that at the end of the day, like, nothing is for no reason. Nothing is for no reason. Everything happens for a reason. I I was able to provide for my family, work alongside my husband, and make sure that our kids were safe and happy and healthy. And through some chaotic, scary, scary, scary times, we made it through together. And so I'm grateful. And there's not much that you can say when it comes to that. Like, it's just, there's not much you can say after that, besides that I'm grateful that I even had the opportunity. But I've always been wanting to come back and do this. So I lost my train of thought. But with that being said, what else do we have here? Oh, I was telling you guys what else we have. So I talked about the wigs, skincare. Oh my gosh. I have come up with so many skincare routines. And well, I have my skincare routine that I've been doing forever. And I'm finally in the space where I'm like, I want to share my skincare stuff and things that are working for me. I'm a big holistic girly right now with the products. I still love to dibble dabble. Don't get me started, because I love when I see something new and I want to try it out, especially when Korean skincare. I'm like a fan. So I definitely have some things that I've been using that I love, that I've been wanting to share. And I am excited and I have the energy now to vlog. Like I actually feel like vlogging again. I actually feel like being on camera again. I actually feel like sharing this stuff again. So I'm really excited about that because yeah, like I literally sitting right next to me, I have a bunch of different things. They sent me this, Primal Queen sent this to me while I was in recovery. And it's crazy because I was thinking about this. So they sent this to me like literally the week I was in bed and I got this email. I was like, what the heck? So yeah, this came in and I'm super excited to open it. It's crazy because I purchased it and it came, and I didn't want to start any supplements until after the surgery and while I was healing. But I literally was having things like sent to me, and it just solidified all of this for me, like coming back in and doing what I love to do, that I have all this stuff to play with. I know y'all seen these things, digestive enzymes, on the TikTok shop, scrolling. I finally tried these. I have my review on them. I purchased them myself and I love them so far, but I am still testing them out, but like stuff like that I want to share. I got my Osmo, like I carry this thing around. I have a whole review on this and I want to share this with you guys. What else? I grabbed freaking boom boom stick. Like literally everything around me is constantly ready and prepared to be like shared with you guys. I have so many things that I can share with you guys that I'm excited. I'm excited to get back to. Shoot, this gadget right here, my whole process for my new SD card, my behind the scenes for my content creators. Like y'all, my brain is exploding with the ideas and with the things that I want to do. And I'm actually just really happy to be in a space where I'm actually excited to get back to that. So you're not just going to get, hair and wigs and skincare and all of that from me. You're going to get all of me. And I really want people to be prepared for that. So this is really what this is about. Like, I want people to get excited about it, but also to hold me accountable, because if I have those days where I'm feeling too tough or I'm overthinking posting something, I really want to like see my community pull up so that I can pull up. And then it's just like, I got to do this because they love this. And if you're telling me what you guys love and want to see, it helps me out, or what's good or what's like, we could have done without that. Then, I can pull up as well. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there. So I talked about the skincare, I talked about the reviews on the stuff. Like, I'm going to be throwing gadgets. You see, I just showed you 3 different type of things. I showed you some supplements. I showed you like the boom boom stick. And if you don't know about the boom boom stick, I'm not going to talk about it too much right now, but holistic stuff. I'm going to show you gadgets. Like, so I know I need to have series of this stuff. That is another problem for me as I'm coming back, or has been in the past, is do I create different channels for these different things? And I very well could, but I don't know yet if that's the right route for me. So y'all will be able to help me, because as I'm sharing things that I love that are a part of me here on this channel, it's also helping me decide to separate them. If it's something that you guys consistently, to separate those things. And the reason being, if I start a tech channel that's only about the gadgets that I love and I start it separate, right? I do it separate, but I don't purchase gadgets enough to share that stuff enough. Then it's like 4 or 5 videos on there, and now it's a tech channel, but it's not enough tech right there. Versus I have stuff on, I have a series or a space or a playlist for my tech stuff on this page. And when you want to see tech stuff, you just click on the tech stuff, tab or whatever, right? Same thing, skincare, it's here. I just don't want to be like all over the place too soon coming back. I'm going to be overwhelmed, and I don't want to be overwhelmed. I don't want to have 4 or 5 pages and like have it be a whole thing, but I want to be mindful that people want to follow what they want to follow and subscribe to what they want to subscribe to. So it's going to help me, your feedback. So please, 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 if you're watching this, if you are still here, comment, share your feedback. Tell me what you think I should do. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you like. Because if you tell me what you like to see, what you watch, and I know that you're here and you stopped and you're listening to me on this video, it's gonna help me kind of decide, because it's about y'all. Like, I know what I want to do and share, but I also have to be mindful that it's about y'all and what you guys want to see as well. So yeah, tell me what you personally like to see, what you come on YouTube for, and that'll help me as well. And if you're still here, why are you still here? Tell me why. Tell me what has intrigued you and kept you still here. All of this stuff is helpful for me right now. That's the space that I'm in. I'm in the receive from my community so that I can give back phase, right? What else is there? Let's go by we need to go by this. So yeah, vlogs. We're traveling a lot. So we have traveled a lot, like went to Grenada, we went to Hawaii. Like, I have a whole Hawaii vlog and I have not posted it yet, and it's gonna get posted. It's going to get posted. We just got back from a trip. We might take another trip. Like, there's so much to post and share. You guys are gonna get a lot of stuff. Like, you really, really will. As long as I can figure out, maybe I need an editor to help me like really just rev it up with the posting. I might need that. And so if you're an editor out there and you're up for freelancing, helping your girl get back into the swing of things, I would greatly appreciate you. Because if you can help me go into the vault and get those videos out here, baby, we're gonna be cooking. We're gonna be cooking before we're cooking. You just trust me. Just stick with me, because I got the ideas, I got the content. I need the help. That's what it is. I need the backup. I need the team. Can we? Everybody, here. Okay. So yeah, I'm just throwing that out there because I'm not going to be shy about it anymore. I need help. I've been a one-woman show in the past, and I don't want to burn myself out and be a one-woman show right now. I need the help. Okay, I'm back. It cuts out. But yes, I have been in one woman show in the past, and I don't want to be that on my own, burning myself out. So yeah, if you know anybody, if you are somebody and you want to go ahead and comment down below, or I was going to say email me. My email should be somewhere there. Let me know you watched this video and that, what you're trying to help your girl out with. Let's team up and do some things, make some magic. Especially if you're in the DMV area. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Throwback vlogs. Okay, so I already talked about that. Yes, I think I talked about everything. Good. I made it short and sweet. I didn't want it to be too crazy. I just really want to tell y'all thank you. Like, thank you for sticking around, sitting here with what's 30 minutes of hearing me ramble and talk about stuff. But it's very important for me to get this out and my vibe is my tribe. So if you're still here, if you've been listening to me, if you resonate with anything that I've said, love you, girl, love my content, appreciate you. And then you vibe. Then that's what this is meant for. I feel like I didn't say everything, but I said most. Like I said, I am a mom. My kids are a lot older. So a lot of people who are looking for like the mommy content and the content for my children, I also felt like I should stop posting as much of them at a certain time because they're teenagers and they gotten older, and I wanted them to have the space and you know, to be teenagers and do their thing without me in their face with a camera, even though my daughter loves it. My son loves it too. He's not, he's, but him and his dad are more like the reserved ones. Me and my daughter are the social butterflies. So my daughter is very much open to doing any kind of like videos with me and all of that, especially when she was younger. It's just fun and it's all of that. But as she gets older, I really wanted to respect her space as a teen. So a lot of the period videos, we're doing more of those. We've already talked about that, but I wanted her to, you know, go through her motions. So we've literally scripted out different videos. We have the titles. We actually sat down together. There's a bunch of content that we already have ready to go together for you guys. We just didn't want to put all that out, you know, so soon. Like I wanted her to be, just be a kid and like have a good time. And I saw the way that social media has been going the past couple of years, and I really wanted them to have their space. I grew up as an African child in a traditional African home, Sierra Leonean. Like, I really didn't have a say so with anything that like I wanted. Like, it was just whatever they said goes, and you just do, and they're the parents, and that's it. And you know, if your feelings type of thing. And I really stood on breaking that generational curse, because to me that's a generational curse of just expecting people to follow suit and not thinking of their feelings or how things may affect them. Yeah, me and my husband don't operate like that with our children. We're very mindful of their feelings, how they feel. We are going to stand our ground on things, but you know, luckily we've been blessed with kids who, they're not crazy with it. Like, they're not out there, they don't cause us any trouble. They're just great. Knock on wood. They're blessed. And I really feel like that has been a blessing in itself for me to have a good connection with my daughter and to rebirth this mother-daughter idea in my head in such a beautiful way. And one of the reasons I feel like that has happened is because I've allowed her to be her own person in every way. So I know I'm going on a tangent about that, but that's very near and dear to my heart. Love my little mama, love my son, and I think that they are better individuals for having their space and not having somebody tell them that you're going to be on camera because I know that it's a good bag or it's a good thing to share a certain thing. I want to get back to my community by sharing my experience, yes, but not at the cost of my children being able to live out their lives in private and in some sort of privacy. So I did kind of dial back on certain things at a certain time. My son Liam is on the spectrum. He's been diagnosed since he was 2, 3, but and I feel like they were calling him more Asperger's back then because he's highly functional and the whole nine. But even then, it was just like one of those things that I wanted to share with my community. Being African, you know, that's taboo. It's something that people don't want to share because they feel like there are people going to say stuff about their kid. I was never scared of that. I would tell people in person that would meet him, and like if they noticed like he's fidgeting a little bit, like I would tell them. But I was very protective of him moving forward as far as social, because I wasn't even just him. It was like not, it wasn't him being out to people. It was, I want him to be able to say it himself to people if he wants to. Like, I didn't want it to be like, oh, this is the label and the thing that I'm saying on his behalf, and putting all of that out, because as he grew, it was something that he could kind of just move about and nobody even know until you say something. And I wanted to give him the opportunity as a teen to not have mommy put his business out there on social media. So now when everybody comes up to him, that's what they're associating him with before giving him a chance to, like, you know, meet and do his thing, if that makes sense. Like, I want him to get old enough to be like, yeah, mom, we could talk about this, kind of like his sister. His sister's always been old enough to be like, let's do this video, and okay the video and say that it was okay, and let her, you know, confirm. Liam was always more of the quiet one, the real reserved one. So me talking about certain things was going to be like me just making that decision for him. And yes, I'm his mom, but I have to think beyond just being his mom. I have to think of him as a person, as a human being who's going to grow. And if he does not want to talk about certain things on social media, that is his right. So I don't know. It was a lot of like mommying going on the home front as I was trying to figure out coming back to social media or what I was going to do on social media. And I wanted to start focusing it more on myself and keeping like my loved one, because my husband's not even camera person. He's not. He became one because of me, because I'm on social and he's being supportive, but he's not a camera person. So even with him, it was just like every little thing, even with him, health wise, whatever, it was like so much happened in our family in the past 10 years that it was like beautiful, amazing things, crazy things, life experience things. Like when I tell you, when I start coming back with all this stuff, you guys are gonna be like, what? Like it was just all this stuff was going on, and it was just like I couldn't really talk about it, or didn't really have the energy to talk about it. Like or overthought how to talk about it, because I could just come up here and be authentic like I am now and just start spilling stuff out, but it just wasn't aligned that way. And I'm actually grateful that I didn't, because I feel even more aligned now than I ever have, where I feel clear on how to send out the message, how to speak on the message, and I feel more experienced to be able to share the message and to be able to answer people's questions and to be able to support people. So I'm not just spewing out stuff and telling you what to do and telling you da 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 da, but if you come to me, I can actually speak from experience, and I can actually energetically be there for you. So yeah, I went on a tangent again for another 10 minutes, but we're here. We're here. This is what we're doing today. And I'm really, really grateful and thankful for the energy and the time and space to be able to do this right now, and the fact that I decided to do this right now. So if this reaches you, I hope it reaches you in love. I hope that you have had a wonderful week. It is Thursday and tomorrow's Friday. So I just hope that you close out this week with great intentions, good intentions, and affirming yourself greatly and wholly, and just being the best that you possibly could be. And yeah, rock with me. Let's see how we go. I'm affirming that everything is everything, and that we connect if we're supposed to, and if we're not aligned, that's okay too. But if we do connect, make sure you go ahead and do what? Follow, subscribe. I will be on like Snap a lot more. I'm working on being on there. So yeah, if we could get my count up over there, I really want to like see how that's flowing and see what's going on there. But I'm really focused here on YouTube. So I love you guys for subscribing, following, commenting, sharing, and I will see you guys in the next video that should be posted maybe tonight if I can edit. Love you guys so much. Stay tuned. Bye. Now I gotta figure out how to turn this off. How do you do this? Mm, let's see. Y'all, this is terrible. I don't know how to turn this off.